Hello everybody and welcome to week 3 of the Falinks Draft League Season 7. We are currently 2-0, one of the 4 teams, and we're playing against another team that's 2-0, which is Spring. Spring, for those of you who don't know, runs the Draft League. I feel like everybody watching this should know that. We've played against him a few times. We've time-stalled him a few times. I don't think this is going to be one of those times, unfortunately. Fortunately for him, unfortunately for the viewers at home, because I feel like it's pretty funny that it just happens. I'm not trying to. I've said it before. It's just, that's the way it sometimes goes when, you know, he's going to use Corviknight or in multi-battles. Those just go to time. He also did have Corviknight in the multi-battle too, actually. I've just now realized. Anyway. His team is Incineroar, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Ninetales, Alola, Iron Valiant, Eternatus, Deoxys Normal, Electivire, Articuno, Bastiodon, and Fletchinder. So the Pokemon that I expect to make an appearance, Iron Valiant seems like crazy good because it's going to make use of my own my own Hadron engine, Electric Terrain, and it's faster than both of my relevant Quark Drive Pokemon by quite a few points. So I feel like it does come. I feel like it's probably... The awkward thing about Spring's team is that Sash Valiant looks so good, but if it's Sash Valiant, it can't be Sash Deoxys, which is like the #1 item that Deoxys wants. So I do think Sash Valiant's better, so I'd run Sash Valiant and then something else on Deoxys, Life Orb or something, which makes the Deoxys like really bad. So we're hoping to capitalize on that. I think Eternatus is a bring, just because you got to bring a restricted. I actually feel like Deoxys could be left behind. But I don't think it will be. I think Spring will bring it. I think Incineroar is just a must bring. And I also do expect Electivire because of that follow me on a Pokemon with an electric immunity. Seems like something that Spring would want to do. Maybe Terra Fairy it. And then, you know, have it wall Miraidon. Because that's something that everybody talks about, you know. Oh, Lightning Rod with a Terra Fairy. Or follow me on a Terra Fairy Pokemon. It's really good because it walls Miraidon. I don't know. I have a Treads, you know, that's why I got him. I don't have a Poison type because I didn't want to make my ground weakness worse, but I do have a Treads. It also is a little, actually, I didn't even consider the fact that it would also be walling hands. It's a little bit annoying, but we can hopefully make something work with that. The last guy is kind of up in the air for me. I don't expect Bastiodon. I don't expect Articuno. Fletchinder maybe if he really wants some priority speed control. But I think it's more likely going to be one of these two. Fairy hits these top 2 as well as the Jugulus. Actually, Ninetales does really well into these 3, but really struggles into Treads. F with Freeze Drive's pretty good into Gyarados. It could very well be Ninetales, actually. It could be a bit annoying. Ogerpon also seems like an option, just because it's pretty nice into Treads, being a ground-resistant water type. A little bit bad into Juggy. And... not like it's doesn't want to Terra, but that's actually not horrible to not want to Terra your Ogerpon. It's still a good Pokemon. I don't know. I'm gonna click over here so that he doesn't think I'm looking at his team. Anyway, we can take a look at what I've done. We can zoom in a little bit and close this. Also, actually, I guess let's look over here first. We can look at the speed tiers just because I like to use this now that I have access to it. I've always had access to it. I don't really use this to prep, but I think it is nice for the video. Deoxys Normal is faster than Miraidon at 150. Eternatus is slightly slower, which is quite nice. Valiant is a bit slower, but obviously it's going to have speed boosting nature, or speed boosting ability, probably. Azelf is 115, not coming, so it's not really relevant. Wellspring and Ninetales are down here. Then Juggy and Treads, but they're going to be boosted up just below Valiant. Valiant should be the fastest thing, actually, under the Electric Terrain, and then these guys are right after, and then Deoxys is after that. Electivire, not really relevant. Everything past here is not really relevant until you get down low. Hands is slower than Incineroar by 10 points. Florges is faster, but with a negative IV, it can dip below, which is nice because we do have a Trick Room option on our team, and that's something I don't know if Spring will expect because I haven't put up my game 2 or my week 2 match it where I actually used the Trick Room. I did put up my week 1 where I used Imprison Trick Room, but I haven't put up the week 2 yet. So the team that we got. Starting off with a Choice Scarf from Miraidon. Now, I've chose Choice Scarf because it lets us outspeed that Valiant, which is really annoying, and it also lets me outspeed the Deoxys. I got a U-turn on here for right now, and I'm not sold on that. I think I could switch that to, you know, let's do Flash Cannon. I do think that Electivire could click. I may have just pilled myself on Electivire, going Terra Fairy. Just do that, Calm, put Miraidon in, let's make it just that, 252, Modest, and put a Flash Cannon into Terra Fairy. Yes, I like that a lot, actually. Does it hit anything else? It does just obliterate the Ninetales, so if that's the last pick... Also, it's really good in the Valiant. I didn't even think about that. Iron Valiant, yeah, kills. I mean, obviously, though, Electro Drift is also killing by even a larger margin. It's stronger than a super effective move because that's just how good this guy is. But I do actually like it to have something to hit that Terra Fairy Electivire. I had U-turn to break sashes and stuff, break the Valiant sash, as well as I am able to click it into Electivire, but that's kind of it. There's no ground type on this team. Because actually, Spring's team's got a lot scary if he did end up taking Dawnfan. He loves Dawnfan as a D tier, and I don't see it taken anywhere. This team actually got a lot scarier with Dawnfan on it, into me specifically, but no Dawnfan. Next up is actually, I don't know why this is here. I think I just replaced the Jugulus. Actually, let's move the Jugulus. No, I want to move the Jugulus there because the Jugulus actually was the second, and then we'll move that to last. I had Jugulus on the original draft of the team, then I took it off because it was just slower. Now I have it with a booster energy. I feel like that's, if I'm bringing Jugulus, this is the way to do it. I feel like the booster energy is nice because it enables me to outspeed the Valiant if the, as long as I don't set up the terrain, which I don't have to, I can leave something else. The one thing I'm torn on is Snarl versus Dark Pulse. I had Snarl. It did like 90% to Deoxys, which I liked a lot, and it's okay into Eternatus, but everything else is pretty physical, so I think I am a little bit leaning Dark Pulse. Then Tailwind Protect. Terra Ghost for Fake Out. Speed puts me faster than, I believe, let's put this in, Iron Jugulus. I should have put my sets in there before I did it. What are we, 60 Timid? 60 Timid, put me +1. It should be 223, I think. Yeah, that's one faster than Deoxys. Yep. And then just enough special, the max amount of special attack I'm allowed with that speed. And then this is lets me live a Moonblast from max special attack with a speed boosting nature, obviously Valiant. And then just dump Thrust Defense, why not? Next up we have Iron Hands. This is faster than just 4-speed Incineroar. I don't think the Incineroar goes very fast if we look at the speed tiers. There's nothing on my team that it has to go so quick to get faster than the next thing, so I don't think it runs any speed. Yeah. And then I have, I don't even remember what, I think this is just, yeah, this attack is to do some benchmark, probably 2 shots Incineroar after Intimidate or something. Incineroar, and then we put Iron Hands in, and then we go 188. Drain Punch, yes, that's exactly what it is. Guaranteed to hit KO after Intimidate. Well, it's doing a little bit more than that. What about into Ogerpon? Wellspring. Just do that in 4, and then Electric Terrain up. Wild Charge is killing, but that's obvious. Or it's not killing, but that's to be expected. What was it? I know there's a calc between this and the Florges, but I feel like that I did the EVs that way on the Florges. What if you go to 0? 73? Okay. Ice Punch Eternatus. You're obviously not going to be physically defensive. Just 4. 252. Then we'll make it careful. Ice Punch 2-shot. Yes, that's what it is, probably. Yep, 96% after leftovers. Yeah, that's what the EVs are for. 2-shotting Eternatus after leftovers with Ice Punch. Terra Steel, I'm not sold on. That's the big thing about this team. I don't have like the Terra types a lot. Electric, just for the damage, is good. Ghost for the Fake Out is good. What Terra type do we run on hands? The big thing is that we could run Water for the... Well, the Water's not even good. As I was going to say, it covers Flare Blitz and Ivy Cudgel, but this just hits us with the Grass move instead. Whatever it is. It could be Wood Hammer, Power Whip, or Horn Leech. Steel's good for Fairy, which there's 2 of, so that's nice. It's also good for Poison and Dragon, so it covers both. It would have to go for Flamethrower, which is so much weaker. Resist Psychic, I think it has to be Steel. There's no option on this guy specifically other than Steel. If there's a ground type, it would be something different probably, But in this matchup, it has to be Steel. I forgot about Deoxys. I need to resist Psychic, and it's just the fact that it resists Psychic and Fairy. It's the only type 2, I believe, so that just has to be that. Next up, we got a Dawn Fan, Iron Dawn Fan, with a Life Orb. Originally, it was Clear Amulet for the Incineroar, but I feel like the more I practiced this matchup, the less I liked leading it, so it felt a lot worse. So I decided to go, just go Life Orb. We got High Horsepower Iron Head, Mega Hornet Protect. We could probably squeeze out a little bit more bulk, but with the Life Orb, we're just killing ourselves anyway. I don't think it changes a whole lot. We can, no, this is still better. I think even if we were to do this, the defense EVs, the diminishing returns of that is not helpful. The important thing is that we put in Ogre upon Wellspring, put a 4 there, and we put 252 there. We put Iron Treads, whoops, Treads, we do that, sure. Then we throw on a Mega Horn. It kills Ogerpon a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. About 80% of the time when you factor in accuracy, probably. Yes, but we have Iron Head to hit the Ninetales and the Valiant, and this probably goes Terra Fairy, this probably goes Terra Fairy, and Articuno if it comes, which it won't. Then we have Ground to hit Incineroar and Eternatus, and Electivire if he's used Terra, and Bastiodon if it comes, which it won't. And we have Mega Horn for, like, pretty much just the Ogerpon and the Deoxys, but I didn't feel like I needed another attack because Ground and Steel is actually really good coverage here. Terra Water lets us resist fire and water, whereas in this case the water is like very easily the obvious move that the Ninetales go, or the Ogerpon goes for because it's super effective. Water also just, he doesn't have a lot of ways to hit it. It's just Grass and Electivire. I guess you could have Thunderbolt on Valiant. Other options, what else resists fire? Could be Rock, but that makes us weak to water. We stay weak to water, actually, and we get weak to Grass. We're still weak to fighting, so it's not Rock. Fire resists fire, but that keeps us weak to water. It keeps our Fairy resistance. On everything but the Ogerpon, I like fire more. But because of the Ogerpon's one of the... I think there's less than a... no, not 60. I think there's about a 70 to 60% chance that it comes, but I mean, whereas a lot of the other ones I'm like 100% on. I do think he'll be torn for that last slot between the Ninetales and the Ogerpon, and knowing Spring, I think he will probably lean Ninetales in this matchup, but I think I still like the Terra Water. It also lets us resist Blizzard, if that's what the move that it chooses. Next up, I've got 28 EVs left on this thing. Where do I put them? I think they were in defense. Yeah, I just looked at a past version of the team. This was the spread before. I'll rock with that. We got this guy with Terra Steel again, which is a bit worse here because of the Incineroar being able to click Flare Blitz. But Terra Steel does seem to be the best. The other option that I kind of like Fairy, but that makes us weak to Poison. I do think the Eternatus could just not run a Poison move. Poison moves don't feel like great into my team, so I think it could just drop Poison. But Steel feels pretty good. We obviously get weak to fighting, and we get weak to fire, but they both are tempted to click other moves into us. Because Incineroar has a quad resisted knockoff. That's too juicy to not click, and then the Valiant has a Moonblast, which we start out immune to fighting, so it'd have to be a crazy Soul Read, which Spring has done before on accident. Next, the moveset is Photon Geyser, Earth Power, Meteor Beam, Trick Room. The idea is that I'm going to have a fast mode with Jugulus, Choice Scarf, Miraidon, Booster Energy, or not Booster Energy, but Booster Quark Drive, this. And then I also have a slow mode with this, and then you probably, and then you're in the back, just because I like having a fast guy in the back on Trick Room, especially Hybrid, because it just makes one guy usable in both. The awkward thing is that I originally had a Gyarados there, which was kind of nice in Trick Room. It's like a thing that works in and out of Trick Room. But Gyarados just lost all its good moves is the problem. It doesn't have Bounce, which isn't even a good move, but it's a usable move. Like it was obviously intended to be a max move, but then you can click it outside rarely. Wait, it lost Power Whip, and it just doesn't get, like, a whole lot. You get Waterfall, you get Crunch, you get, like, Ice Fang, which is, like, at that point, like, ugh. And you just have to Terra and Terra Blast. It felt really weird and really bad. So I did decide the Jugulus is good, but it makes my Trick Room mode weaker in comparison. Photon Geyser will one-shot Eternatus. I don't actually know if I have to be at +1 for it too, though, so let's find out. Eternatus, it's probably not that one. Necrozma, Dawn Wings, Photon Geyser, yeah, okay, so at +1, I bet that's just what my EVs are for. 164, 164, yeah, killing, max, but not calm. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I bet the EVs are also letting me kill fast with no +1. Not quite. Fast if it's taken, like, Life Orb Chip or something. Oh, it's still calm. Make it timid. Yeah, that's what the EVs are for. Killing fast, and then killing bulky at +1. Meteor Beam is our move to hit stuff like the Incineroar. It should just one-shot the Incineroar. Yeah. It can live, actually. So I want to bump that up. I don't think I can get it at 252. Yeah, that's why I didn't. So I just did the 164, and then I'll have Fake Out Chip or something on it. And then Earth Power is a nice mid-ground move to click after the Incineroar. After I've clicked Meteor Beam, it'll still do a lot to Incineroar. It'll also just kill the Electivire, and it's pretty much unresisted. It's a super effective hit on Eternatus. In case it's like Terra Dark or something. It's a little bit more mid-ground. I don't think it's going to be that. I think the Psychic is just better. But it's nice to have a second move to click into Incineroar that also hits other threats like the Electivire. Last up, we have Florges. With Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, Pollen Puff, Protect, Symbiosis. So the important thing is that I can Symbiose Leftovers onto this or this. It's got a double use, and then I guess anything Incineroar knocks off can also grab a Leftovers. Dazzling Gleam will one-shot the Valiant after it's taken a turn of non-electric terrain boosted Fake Out, which is nice so I can Fake It Out, break the Sash, and then Dazzling Gleam. I have Terra Psychic with Psychic, which does like 70% of Eternatus. It's kind of crazy. Probably about 50% to bulky Eternatus. That's probably what the EVs are for. And then put Calm on there, and then we go Florges with, I believe I have, what, 60? 84. Special attack, 84. And then we go Psychic, and then we go Psychic. Psychic. Then we Terra Psychic. Okay, we're doing that much to this, but if it's that, let's just say max HP modest, we will two-shot it through Leftovers, and if it's not bulky, that's where the 70% comes in. Then Pollen Puff, it can hit, it's kind of cool that it can hit Ogerpon and Deoxys for super effective. I believe it actually one-shots Deoxys. You buy it like a lot too. This guy is not bulky. Terra Psychic also lets us resist Psycho Boost, which is kind of nice. Look at this. Have you ever seen something take so little from a 140 base power move coming off of a 150 special attack beast? That's kind of crazy. We also kind of wall Eternatus. Because like the Sludge Bomb's doing that. It's only doing 31%, and we're doing half back to it. Kind of crazy, actually. But also, it can heal stuff, which is nice. It can heal the Miraidon with, actually, like, with the Terra Electric, he can hit me for, like, half with a Dynamax Cannon or a Moonblast or something. Like, I'm not taking super effective damage, so I'll take half, then this will move afterwards, and I can just Pollen Puff it back. Basically, it's, like, weirdly pseudo-follow me in a way that it's going to force him to KO the floor just before he gets through the Miraidon, which is like, kind of awkward for him. Because he has a hard time killing Florges in, like, one hit. So, yeah. The only thing that's awkward, right, is obviously min speed is correct when you're going Trick Room, but then I added Tailwind, and then Tailwind, you kind of want to run a little bit of speed. Not a little, yeah, you run a little bit. I was already running speed on hands because faking out the Incineroar before it fakes out me is important. But, like, I'm thinking, like, what do I do? Let's see. Incineroar has Adamant, 80 speed. We can just assume 80 speed is the slowest that it goes. I don't think he's going to lower his speed IV because he does not want to lose Fake Out to my Iron Hands. So did we just go like 79? 79 times 2 is going to be 158, I believe. Let's see. 158. What is 0? 80. Okay, then we go Quiet, and then we bump it up to 79. And we just do +2. 158. Yes, I was correct. What is 158 outspeeding? This is actually useful right here. 158. Oh, this is max speed, though. Wah, wah. Do we have just neutral? Oh wait, we can just do. I don't want min speed. I just want no speed. Do we have no speed? There's no option for no speed. That's amazing. We'll do no speed. What is no speed Electivire? 115. Oh, wait, we can get a lot more than that. Ogerpon. Wellspring. Adamant? Oh my gosh, wait. But what if we're 0? Are we still faster? We are still faster at 0. Okay, so... Okay, what about some of my Pokemon? We could do, like, him speed creeping some of my Pokemon. Up next is Treads. Iron Treads. Not fast enough. Or it's too slow. Ooh, I got a good one. 149? You know what? I kind of fuck with that. So the idea is that if he expects me to just go at a speed that puts me 1 faster than Deoxys, so if he goes 150, then I'll be faster. Okay, well, I mean, there's no reason not to do this, right? Because, yeah, the Incineroar is the slowest thing, so I just have to be slower than Incineroar. So I'll go 79. I'll make this one 76, I guess. Alright, so who do I want to move first, under Trick Room? So in a Trick Room situation, I would want the floor just can hit around the Follow Me, but it won't kill the Follow Me user, probably. So that's like a little bit annoying. So I guess I would want Necrozma to move first, because Necrozma would get redirected by the Follow Me, KO the Follow Me user, and then Floor just gets single target Dazzling Gleam, I suppose. Like, normally you'd want the spread move one to move first. Maybe not normally, but a lot of the time. If it's capable of killing the Follow Me user, that's what you want. But I don't think Florges is capable of killing either Ogerpon or Electivire, like, unless they're severely chipped. So I'll have this be slower at 78, and then Florges goes at 79. Yeah. I think I did reaffirm all my Terra types. I think they're all correct. I was not sold on Terra Steel on Necrozma, just because I did not like making myself weak to close combat and Flare Blitz, but I do think it's correct. I think it's the best Terra type. This one is the one that I'm probably least confident of my 3 matches so far going into, because I know that Spring's actually a pretty good player, and I've also just not had a lot of time to prep for it, because I have been a little bit ups and downs, you know. There's some stuff going on in my family that that's just given me less time than I would like to prep. And also, I mean, I did also just go to some Pokemon TCG events this weekend, which was a nice distraction from sort of everything, that and this. But not like this is like stressful or anything. But it was a nice distraction from the stuff that's going on. But I guess that's how I should put it. It was a distraction from the stuff that was going on in my life, which is nice. But that also just gave me less time to do this. So I think it's okay. I think everything here is maybe not as good as it could be, but it's pretty good. And I think we have a team that can win. I don't know if it will win, but it can. I think there is a, you know, like the Doctor Strange thing. There is a timeline where this team can win. So we just got to pilot it to that timeline. Anyway, I've yapped long enough. It's late as shit, and I'm kind of exhausted because I'm an introvert, and I've been kind of around people like for the past 36 hours, and I just need to get some sleep. So we will be playing tomorrow, and for you it'll just be a second, so stay tuned. Okay, Deoxys Eternatus. Okay, yeah, basically everything, but there's no Ogerpon. Let's see, Deoxys Psychic, Valiant Ground. That's going to be difficult to KO if it's Sash. Eternatus is Fairy. Incineroar is Ground. Ninetales Ice. And Electivire is Fairy. Okay. We're gonna go Trick Room first. With you and you. GLHF. I wonder if is like the Terra Grounds are a bit concerning. It's gonna make Miraidon a lot worse. He only gets one though. He only gets one. Okay. I should have flipped them because the cross was covering the whole fucking field. Alright, we'll fake out Trick Room. I know Spring is a quick Garden Drawer, but I don't think he'd run it versus me. Okay. And it's not booster energy, which is good. Rama? Incineroar maybe? Electivire, okay. That's a lot. Blizzard. Okay, no, nothing. No freeze, no freeze, no freeze. Good. Alright, let's see. Necrozma. Electivire. Let's just put max HP in. Then we do Iron Hands. Fake Out does about 20. Yeah. It's probably got a little bit of defense. Necrozma, Earth Power is 70 to 90. We'll Drain Punch that. Don't Earth Power this. Okay, we're good. That's a lot. Okay, we tank that, and we probably do die to Blizzard. Knock off and Blizzard. Knock off. Okay. Follow me? Good. We hope this Dazzling kills. No, that's really bad. Alright, Hands gets one. I really wanted that Dazzling Gleam to kill. Leviathan, that's probably Eternatus. Oh, it's Deoxys. Pressure. How many hits does Trick Room do I have? 2. Okay. Deoxys is Terra Psychic. We'll do this. Dazzling Gleam. That's what I thought. I think the Ninetales still goes down, unless it protects also. But it's only clicked Blizzard so far. Yeah. Does this kill? Okay, good. Fuller just won. I feel like that might be Choice Scarf Ninetales. Never changed moves, and it, Let me double check the Deoxys is Terra Psychic. Yes, it is. Okay, Dazzling Gleam. Mountain Protects. Okay, Valiant does have Protect. Protect on Deoxys. Scarf question mark? And I would like if I should follow me as well. Snow is gone. That was a KO for hands. This dimension's gone. Will Wild Charge to not reveal info? Alright. If it's Sash, we do have to reveal. Show me Life Orb, please. Life Orb, yes! Okay, we don't have to reveal Scarf. Well, just gets another one. That's really nice that we don't have to reveal the Scarf Miraidon this game. I have to pee. I literally just went before. I've had to pee a lot lately. I wonder if that's something to be concerned about, health-wise. Yes. So, against Trick Room, Instant is just, like, the option that he's gonna do. It's gonna be Instant lead. Instant in what, though? I don't know. Everything here is so quick. It could be Instant Electivire. I'm still fine bringing these two. Florges and you. I'm still fine with this. He's gonna adjust accordingly, but I don't know how good the adjustment makes it. I'm thinking Scarf Ninetales. Especially with Terra Ice. I would think Specs, but there's no way that that Specs damage with it did, like, 20% to... Even Necrozma. Iron Hands is crazy bulky, and it's only an AV. But Necrozma... I think it's gotta be Scarf. Valiant, we saw Life Orb, and it was close combat. Eternatus revealed nothing, Deoxys revealed no attacks, but it's gotta be Psycho Boost. Electivire should knock off Follow Me. Alright. Fake out the Insane. Trick Room. Alright, we'll double the Insane. So we run speed on hands. Terra Ground Instant's pretty bad. We do have Ice Punch, we didn't reveal that yet. That's my Terra. Okay. Protect Cosmic Power. This should kill. Oh, it does not. Snarl Ensign. And it should fake out too, I believe. Because it flinched early. And gets another one. What Terra type is the... Eternatus is Terra Fairy. When Necrozma is neutral, special attack. This has to be something fast. Val. He can't protect the Necrozma, so I think he's going to want to attack with both. Plus, I'm not even afraid of the Necrozma. Or Eternatus, not Necrozma. Okay, it did protect. I thought he'd not protect and have 2 attacks. My Photon Geyser whiffs. I'm gonna get an Ice Punch off, though, which is nice. We're just hoping for no weakness policy would be the worst case scenario. Positive Power again, okay. Valiant is Terra Ground. Okay, withdraw. Rama. We did see that, I think. Yeah. Dynamax Cannon. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? Last one. I feel like he might feel okay. Actually, this should be fine. Switch. Photon guys are that. This might be bad, but I'm thinking with the fake or the follow me available, he might feel okay, not protecting. All right, show me no flamethrower, or actually just show me a kill. I don't think I kill it +2. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Nice. Florges is slower, correct? Florges is 79. Necrozma is make it level 50. 78. So Florges... I don't know, Florges is faster. So I could Dazzling Gleam. I think I Psychic that. Is Psychic stronger than Dazzling Gleam into Electivire? They're identical. We still be Dazzling Gleam. Photon guys are that. Maybe I should have Trick Roomed. No. I do have Val, or, Miraidon. Dynamax Cannon. Here's a Terra. Probably Terra Fairy Eternatus. Yep, okay. Let's see how much Miraidon does this. %. Okay. I don't think I need the Trick Room. I have no item. That's a crit. One for Florges. I should have Trick Roomed. No, because I thought I was going to be able to hit the Eternatus. I just preserve this. I think this is the last turn I'm going to have this alive, so I think it's okay. I'm going to take a close combat. As long as there's no Sludge Bomb on the Eternatus, which we haven't seen yet. I don't know what the move would be. I'm fine sacking this. In order for Florges to take a KO. It does have Sludge Bomb. Oh, that's scary. But we're completely fine, I think. Because Florges is going to take a KO here. And then my Rhydon comes back in. Yes, Rhydon is correct. I think we just double attack. Yeah, I could have switched hands. I thought about it. Sludge Bomb. Let me think, because this might not kill. Let's put Dynamax Cannon. Dynamax Cannon for sure kills me, right? Actually, it has to have a lot of special type. Let's do this. This is safer, I think. I should have been time stalling. Okay. I'll give that to... I don't know. Who should I give it to? I guess I'll give it to Hands, probably. 4 and 4. And that concludes Week 3 of the FDL Season 7. Stay tuned next week for when we fight the Raging Rayquaza. Hopefully Vedvault, hopefully not Ice Fraud like last time. It's going to be exciting. He's got Chien-Pao, Dragonite, and Rayquaza, so that's going to be exciting. We got to deal with some priority. I had something in the works, but I think that's going to fall through. You'll hear about that next week. So stay tuned. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. Take care, and bye-bye.